everyone, this is your first time here. I'm Glamourina Lune, and if you have been here before, then thank you for clicking on this video and stay tuned for my March favorites. So yeah, I really just wanted to go over some of the things that I've been loving this past month. A few things are maybe things that I've been loving a little bit prior to that, but since I haven't really done a favorites video on this channel, I just thought I would include them all. So first off, oh, and also my babies are here. They decided that they wanted to be in the video, so we have their wonderful presents here. Also, I apologize for the very plain background. This is my bedroom that still needs to be decorated a bit. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on in the house today, so I had to record in here, but I hope you don't mind. At least you guys will be very focused on me and my babies. Where are you, Pinky? I don't know where she is. Oh, there's Pinky back here. Okay, so let's get started with my favorites. First off, we have this Youth Vitamin C and E Serum. I do have sensitive skin, so I'm always very wary about new products. When I have a skincare routine that works for me, I kind of just stick with it. But I did notice that when I moved into my new place, something happened with my skin. My skincare routine wasn't really working for me the way it used to. And I also do suffer from rosacea. So that means I have to deal with a lot of redness, and if I am especially stressed out, then I kind of get these little bumps all over my skin, and they can stay for anywhere from a day to a few days to a week. And for a while I noticed that I was having flare-ups more often than usual. I don't know if that was just stress, but either way I noticed I was having trouble getting rid of it. And just the texture of my skin felt a little different than usual. It wasn't as soft. I was noticing some lines, which, you know, as you are getting older, you don't want to see them. So I picked up this serum on Amazon. I don't remember how much it was. I know it was under $20 though. So anything that I talk about today, it will be listed below for you to go ahead and check out the link, and you can see how much it is and everything. But I know that it was fairly inexpensive and it had really good reviews. So the thing about this serum is that it works a little differently than anything I've ever used before. I use this only in the morning, and I will wash my face like usual with my cleanser, and you have to make sure that your skin is still a little bit wet before you put this on. So you leave some of the wetness on your skin. You take one pump of this, a little bit goes a long way. Put it on the back of your hand, and you can just kind of apply it. I pat it into my face all over, and especially in the areas that I want to make sure are extra supple and soft. And you just apply it, you let it air dry until it is completely dry, and you will feel kind of a film on your face, but it's not bothersome at all. It doesn't, not tight or anything like that. You make sure that it dries completely, and then you can put on whatever and then you can put on whatever moisturizer you want over it, and your skin feels normal the rest of the day. But I have noticed since I started it such a tremendous difference in my skin. It is a lot more supple. Any little lines that I was seeing seem to have gone away, which is so cool. Which is so cool. And I can't say enough good things about it. I think I will be using this for a very long time because it works so well. I'm loving it. I don't have as many flare-ups at all since I've started using this, and I feel a lot more comfortable without makeup. Any days that I'm not shooting or anything like that, I don't need to go heavy on my makeup at all. I can just put a little bit of concealer on, maybe like under my eyes or something, just to brighten it up, and I'm kind of good to go, which is super cool. It's been a while since I've been comfortable without makeup because of all the redness, and I absolutely love this, so I highly recommend it. Ice cream man's passing. I think we will wait for him to go by. I think he looked in my window. Okay, so next up is this eyeliner brush. Now, this came as part of a set. I believe it's 14 pieces in the set for $8 on Amazon, which I thought was really cool. I mostly just wanted a bunch of different brushes to use for cosplays and stuff, because I've noticed that sometimes there are certain makeup looks that I want to try, but I don't have the right brushes for them. So I kind of just wanted to upgrade without breaking the bank. So I got this set, and honestly, so far I'm really enjoying those brushes. They are really good quality for the price, but this brush in particular I love because I am very big on a cat eye. I love my eyeliner, and the brush that I've been using before was a very small angled brush, but I noticed that I couldn't get into the inner part of my eye to get a very fine little tip to make my eyes look more elongated and larger. It just kind of looked a mess when I would do it, but I'm fascinated by that kind of eyeliner. I don't have it on today, but I mean, I do have eyeliner on, but not that particular style. But I noticed that since I've been using this, I can get that look, and it's really cool. And overall, I can get a very precise line, very thin, and I don't have a whole lot of eye space, so it's very important that I don't go too big because it kind of looks funny to me. Yeah, I recommend that set if you are looking for new makeup brushes, then you want them to be pretty good quality, but you don't want to spend a lot of money. These are working really well for me, and I really like the look of them too. I like this rose gold. Okay, next up is my razor. It is Intuition Fab. This is, yeah, I know, I use this, so I'm sorry. It looks pretty clean to me though. You won't see anything icky, but this is one of the refills for it. So with this razor, I actually thought it was more of a gimmick razor. I was kind of wary about trying it, but also very intrigued by it. It has blades that run up and down. So you never have to actually lift the razor off of you. As you're shaving, you can just kind of go up and down like that until you get a very close shave. And like I said, I do have very sensitive skin, so I'm always afraid that I'm going to get razor bumps because I am very prone to them. I'm very prone to bumps and razor burn and all of that stuff. I've noticed though with this razor, I don't have that problem at all. I do get a very close shave. I can go a lot longer in between shaving, which is so cool. And yeah, this is probably like the closest shave of my life. So something that I thought was kind of a gimmick and wouldn't really work turned out to be super awesome, and I will continue to get this razor. Right now it is my holy grail shaving razor, so I recommend it. Not that expensive, not that cheap either, but it works. I recommend it. If you have sensitive skin, this is really cool. Okay, next up are some clothing items that I really like. So I got this Diva bodysuit. Actually, a patron got this for me last month, and I shot a Diva set with it. And this is just so cute. You can find it on Amazon for, I believe, it's $30 around there. It is from the company Little for Big, which I know is kind of an off-putting name for some, but they have some really adorable outfits that work really well for cosplay if you want something just really cute and not quite the actual cosplay, but just themed. These are really, really nice options. So it says Game Over in the front, and on the back it has the little bunny tush, and it says Nerf This. Now, I took a Diva set last month, and I will insert a picture here of how I wore it. So yeah, I just absolutely love it. Really, really well made. It is very comfy. Just thick enough. I would wear this even as PJ. I'll probably wear this around the house because it is so cute. I love it. If you love Diva, I recommend this. Next up is this green corset. I got this off Amazon as well, and it is so well made. It's really heavy. I don't know if you can tell it all on camera, but it's very heavy, pretty thick. It doesn't feel like metal boning, but it's still really heavy. It took about a month and a half, I think, to get to me. It did take a while to get to me, which is unfortunate, but it got here in time, which is all that matters. I am using it for my Tinkerbell costume. I did shoot a set in it last month with the corset, and I will be wearing it this month under the actual Tinkerbell costume, and it just gives a really amazing shape. I don't have a corset like this where it hugs the chest area in a way that really enhances it instead of just like cutting it off and making it all look kind of square, and it dips into your waist just perfectly and dips out, and oh, I just love the shape that it gives. I will probably get way more of these in every color that I can because this corset is just so cool, and it's very comfortable. I mean, as comfortable as a corset can be, so I recommend it. And I can't think off of the top of my head how much it was, but oh, and also both of these items I've noticed run very true to size. If you look at the size chart that's included with these items on the actual post on Amazon, you won't be disappointed if you order your exact measurements. You should be fine because I noticed everything runs very true to size, so that's cool. Okay, the battery died on my camera, but I am back, so if everything looks different, that is why. Anyways, okay, so my music favorite for the month is the Raconteurs. If you are not familiar with them, go stop this video now. It is okay, I will sacrifice my video for you to go and watch their newest video, Now That You're Gone. That is my new favorite music video of all time. It is so great. Gia Genevieve, who is a pinup model and just beautiful girl in general, is in it, and oh, it's just so cool. This is such a cool video. The Raconteurs, okay, hold on. Okay, the Raconteurs are so cool. Their vibe is just like sexy, cool rock and roll, and it's pretty mellow though. It's not too crazy all over the place or anything like that. So I listen to them probably every day since I first heard them. Okay, Now That You're Gone, I'm sure I've listened to at least 5 times a day. So I recommend that you go check them out because they are awesome. Jack White is in it and you need to listen to them. Is that another ice cream truck? Okay, now time for my books. So first off is the book Lessons, My Path to a More Meaningful Life by Gisele Bündchen. Gisele Bündchen. I think that's how you say it. You know, I'm sure you're familiar with her. I think just about everybody in the world knows her. She is a supermodel and a Victoria's Secret model. She's a beautiful girl, and I will admit, whenever I've looked at her, I've always kind of thought she had the perfect life. She seemed maybe a little stuck up or something. I don't know why I got that feeling, but I did. But after reading this book, I see her so differently, and I actually really adore her now. And I was actually watching a YouTube video where this girl was talking about her, these books, these self-help books that have really changed her life. So she mentioned this book. She said it had a lot to do with Gisele dealing with her anxiety and how she managed to find a way to get past all the superficiality of her life and, yeah, find meaning in it. So I found that very intriguing. At the time, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety myself. I've dealt with anxiety throughout a lot of my life. At the time, I kind of felt very lost and I didn't know how to get out of that anxiety. You know, it was very overwhelming. It would just take over my body, and I was looking for all kinds of books or just self-help things that could help me deal with it naturally. So reading this book, she dives into her life as a supermodel, you know, starting off very young and going to a completely different place and being overwhelmed, how scary it was, but how she just kind of dived in and she ended up taking on too much, and she ended up dealing with a lot of anxiety, a lot of scary things that she didn't even know she was afraid of. So she found meditation, she found self-reflection, and I guess taking a break and finding balance in life was the key to dealing with her anxiety. And she also just talks about a lot of different things. I think it's a really amazing read, and there are a lot of little things that I took away from this book, and implementing them into my life has really helped with my anxiety and staying calm and just knowing that things are going to be okay. The next book on my list of favorites is ET 101. It is again, I want to make sure I get it right because it is very long. ET 101, The Cosmic Instruction Manual. That is by Diana Luppi and Zov Jo. I don't know if I'm butchering that name, but it's a very interesting read. It's very short. I think it's only about 100 pages. Oh, and by the way, I don't have any physical copies of these books because I read them on my Nook, but yeah, I'm gonna put a picture here so you know what the book looks like. Okay, so this is more of a new age book. I don't necessarily follow new age practices, but I find them very intriguing. And I recently heard about star children, and if you are not familiar with them, I recommend that you go take a look because I don't think I will do it justice trying to explain it to you. I am still researching it myself, and I'm going to give you the gist of it. There is this theory that there are certain people on Earth who were once from another planet or another solar system, all over the galaxy. And you were sent here as a human to make the world better and to help humans ascend into the 5th dimension and become one with spirit. And so you're kind of a soldier of the universe, I suppose, or a soldier of light, I think is how they refer to it. And you volunteered for this mission to come to Earth, become human in this lifetime, and help humans. And you don't really realize it when you're born. Usually it takes a while for you to awaken, and then you know your mission and you help Earthlings, and it's very, very interesting. But anyways, in this book, it is the guide that is for every sleeper. I don't think that they use that term, but I think of it that way. It's for every soldier who came on this mission. If you forgot to read the manual before you left your home planet, you can read this and you kind of become aware of what your mission is here on Earth. And it's written very tongue-in-cheek. It's humorous, but there are elements of it that really make you think, and just make you think about humanity and the Earth in general, so I recommend it. You can find it online for free, actually, very easily. So yeah, recommend it. If you're interested in any New Age stuff, or even I think if you just enjoy science fiction in general, which kind of reminds me of A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm very intrigued by this theory. I don't necessarily believe it, but I don't necessarily not believe it. I'm collecting information about this theory and I find it very intriguing. And the idea of being a star child would be pretty awesome. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I could be a crystal child. Recommend this book if you are interested. As for TV shows, the OA. I've been waiting, I think it is 2 years for the show to come back. Such a strange story. My boyfriend described it as the whole show being like if you're in a dream and nothing makes sense but everything makes sense. It's so weird, and I think that's a pretty accurate description for this show. You never know what's gonna happen next. You think you might know, but you don't know. And there's so many twists and turns, and it's just so unique and well written, and the characters, I feel attached to every single one. Even the ones that I don't really like, I still feel attached and I want to know them and I want to know their story. So when it didn't come back for a year, I was very sad, and I would look up every month or so, when is the OA coming back? Is it canceled? What's happening? And it was coming back, but nobody seemed to be able to give a date to when it would come back. So lo and behold, last month I go on Netflix and I see it's back, and I had no idea that it was coming back. I had kind of given up by this point. I thought I'm never gonna get to know what happened to her. So new season came out. It is great. You need to check it out. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but just know you need to watch it. If you love a good science fiction story, you need to watch the OA. It is so good. Okay, I think that is all. That is all of my favorites for March. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It would be really awesome if you did. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It would make my day. Oh, I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday, and coming soon probably every Wednesday and Friday. So stay tuned for that. And I think that's it. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is when you watch this. And Charming and Pinky say goodbye. Even though they are fast asleep, they are sending you goodbye vibes. So, bye everyone.